we doing? All right, how we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. If I'm gonna take a long, I want the swing fail. That's your most bearish structural edge or bullish structural edge. If it had done that, okay? Your second most reliable edge would be a failed auction. So that would mean that you know, like I said, you don't want to lose that low. You know, so whether you get a bounce off of this or bounce off of this, you really just want to, you know, get down here, neutral. If you can bounce off of 38205, even better. Here we go. Lions. The Bugatti is the Bugatti, ladies and gentlemen. Are y'all ready? Oh, we juicing. Oh, we juicing. Bitch, it's gotta be testnet. Schwiggity swag. It's gotta be testnet. Are y'all ready for today? You gotta be ready. Yeah, let's go. Schwiggity. Let's get nasty. All right, everybody good to go? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bugatti money, let's go. Let's go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The math is the math. Quit playing with me. Schwiggity schwaggity. Let's go. Let's go. We're up 250,000. We're up 250. Oh, schwiggity schwaggity. Let's go. The math is, oh, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Let's go. Let's go. Bugatti money. Easy money. Bugatti money. Oh, get nasty with it, baby. Let's go. I told y'all. Math. It's math. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. We're up 1.3 million right now. We're up 1.3 million. Let's go. Talk to me. Schwiggity schwaggity. Oh, it's easy. Oh, it's gotta be testnet. It's gotta be goddamn testnet. It's gotta be goddamn testnet. Bugatti money. Bugatti money. Oh, it's schwiggity schwaggity. Schwiggity schwaggity, baby. It's gotta be Bugatti money. Let's go. Let's go. Easy money, Bugatti. Ow! Oh, it's math. It's math. Oh! It's easy. It's too easy. Oh, Bugatti. I told y'all. We're at 1.5 million, baby. Let's go. Easy. Oh, my goodness. The single print. But quit playing with me. Oh, my goodness. The math is the math.
He just told us to be prepared.
Let's go. You either know what you're doing or you don't. Let's go. Let's go. Prepared, ho. Ow. Ubi juicing. Lions. Live fill yesterday. Woo! Easy money, Bugatti money. Gotta be testnet. Gotta be testnet. Gotta be testnet. The juice is the juice. Weeks of planning. Ladies and gentlemen. What y'all think? What y'all think, baby? Got two of these. We're at 600K. Live fill yesterday. Look at that. We took this yesterday. Live fill yesterday. Make sure that you guys are caught up on everything. All right. Exclamation YouTube. Exclamation highlights. What an amazing goddamn day. What an amazing day. Well, I can't lose. I'll put my stop loss in profit. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, I am just going to give this away to you guys. This is all yours. I'm giving this away. It's got to be testnet. Levels to the upside identified. Levels to the downside identified. Make sure you study the previous CPI FOMCs. Alrighty, it is gonna be a shish show today. Stay safe. 11 minutes on the hourly candle close. We're gonna go to Church of Lithuania, ladies and gentlemen. S&P is at 5375. Futures is at 5428. So it's gonna have a big gap. Okay, so the way that I would think about this right now is if it has a gap, so like this, it's gonna open here, gap, like leave it. So I'm gonna want a like a close to a gap. Actually, it's okay if it wants to fill the full gap, but I would actually not want it to fill the whole gap for it to continue to the upside. Alpezy says, yup, a massive month. Hey, shout outs to Alpezy and RG Bargy. How's the San Diego boys doing? Aritodo says, yes, we've been talking about it since I joined. Hey, shout outs to you, Aritodo. Afne Gunka 83, Nixo N1, Mosey, Glazius, Plotech, RPM, Hellswat, what's going on? A206, Dog 3000, Focacino, Cappuccino, Mochaccino, Lazio, what's going on? Crypto Bay 24/7. Vishante, Elemela, Dalman, I love you too. Coke Zero says, what will make you close this long without counting a nuke? So remember, what do I do on CPI and FOMC? I rarely open positions on a day like today, right? I'm getting stopped out on days like today. So I'm going to put my stop loss in profit. Just based off of, previous patterns, you would want to maybe start thinking worst case, like if it wants to turn it into a bullish retest, something like that. This would not surprise me one bit, bulls, because you're going to have a tremendous gap on S&P and you are going to have a pullback to try and fill some of the gap, I would assume. So if you're in a long or if you're in a position like me, I would be thinking worst case scenario, S&P is going to try to fill the whole gap. Mazi says, what about first move fake? The problem is you have tremendous volume. So it looks a little bit different than when you usually have the initial move as debate, doesn't it? But I will say that we should all expect a retracement when S&P opens with that big ass gap. I would assume that it's going to have a big ass gap and it's going to try to fill most of it. Yeah, brother. Hey, I have driven Lambos off of a cliff. I have round tripped 250,000 in profit. I've driven Lambos off of a cliff. I was up like 300, 400K and I ended up closing and getting stopped out for only like 50, 60K profit. So it can happen. But yeah, I try to not really look at the P&L, and look at it to make a decision. So yeah, it is what it is. I've had trades where I was up 300 and then it went all the way down to like 80. And then that 80 turned into 900K. So, whether I do something right or whether I do something wrong, it's always going to be a learning opportunity for y'all and a learning opportunity for me, So yeah, we're all going to have to just try to do our best. You know what I mean? But I don't know if staring at the P&L and closing it just because it's going up and down is the best thing to do. So yeah, I just try to kind of stay focused and let it do its thing. So for example, I'm trying to remind y'all, look, we're going to have a gap to the downside. S&P is probably going to pull back. Bitcoin's probably going to pull back. You have single prints, okay? So if you're in a long and if you cannot stomach the idea of it doing this, well, then you should probably close. You know what I mean? But we're all looking at the same shit. We can clearly see that the imbalance goes all the way back down to 68,000. It would not surprise me one bit to do this. See, like a lot of people maybe they don't understand the probability of that happening. I'm already thinking about it. So if it does this, I'm just yawning. And I can still be like Bugatti. I already have my thank that. I've already had my Mjolnir next to me. I already have my Mjolnir next to me. Alrighty, so, and I already know that there's volume here, and there's a single print here, and that there's Fibonacci confluence from here to here. I've already identified this level, so it just kind of, you know, like I always say, it just comes down to, do you know what you're doing? You know what I mean? I can't convince you guys, no matter how much TA there is or confluence, I'm never going to be able to adjust your subconscious bias, you know? So if you're not really bullish, I'm not going to be able to tell you or convince you that maybe when the gap fill happens, that's a longing opportunity. You know, if you're super bullish, maybe it's going to be hard for you to understand that you could have a pullback all the way back down there. So you're just going to have to do your best, especially on a day like today. You're directly responsible for your P&L. You know, your P&L is a direct reflection of how much you know your shit. So do your best, ladies and gentlemen. And the most important thing is managing risk. All right. Zine, you good? Atika says, what would make you market close? The reaction at the S&P gap. Atika. All righty. And if anything, Atika, the questions that you're asking me right now, those are the questions that you want to start to prep for yourself for the next one, right? So when you are in a position, you know what would be bearish and what would be bullish, you know, on the smaller time frame. But for me, Atika, we're going to have an S&P gap, right? I don't think that's really arguable at this point. The question is how low you would want it to go. Do you want the full gap fill? Do you want some kind of edge as it goes down? Et cetera, et cetera. You know, the Bugammas are going to change a little bit when the market's open, I'm sure, with influx of order flow. So how do you want the Bugammas to look? What if we refresh the Bugammas when market's open and there's a huge Bugamma at 5,300? Well, fuck, it might nuke. So we'll just see what happens with market open in 9 minutes and 30 seconds. El Nino says, how many percent do you risk for one trade? Like 0.01%, something like that. We gooch. All right, hey, let's keep vibing. Let's keep vibing. Should we go ISO XO just to kind of get the vibe back? We got to get hyped up. Let's go. Frank Mata. Let me get you subbed up, Frank. What's going on, Frank? Happy Wednesday, my boy. Let's go, Frank. Let's go, homie. Let's go, Frankie. Love you guys, man. Let's go, Lions. Happy hunting. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, we're all Lions. I don't give a shit if you're bullish or bearish. I genuinely want each and every one of you guys to juice the fuck up. All right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bugatti money. Analyzing, calculating. Let's go. Let's go. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Let's go, Lions. Let's go, Lions. Schwiggity schwang schwang. The schwiggity schwang schwang. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Talk to me, Lions. Talk to me, Lions. Who be gonna be juicing? Who be gonna be juicing? Let's go, Lions. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Talk to me, Lions. The math is the math. Schwiggity. Schwiggity. Easy work.
It's over.
Easy work. Who has their plans? Who's got their plans? Schwiggity, schwaggity, schwaggity, schwiggity, ladies and gentlemen, off to Lithuania. Here we go. Y'all know what it is. The math is the math. Let's go. Love you guys. Yeah. 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 I can't wait for Macaulay Culkin with y'all. I can't wait for Macaulay Culkin with y'all. Let's go, Lions. Happy CPI FOMC Wednesday, y'all. Bugatti. Schwiggity? Are we schwiggity? We back. Let's go. We back. Let's go. Talk to me. Talk to me. Bonus points if you have an idea on where you think the head short is. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, whether it's the hedge short, the TP, I don't know how many times I said this in the morning. Word for word, whether it's the stop loss and profit, whether it's the hedge short, whether it's where I would long again, it's literally planned out for 3, 4, 5 days in advance. So if you don't know any of that stuff, even if you didn't see me put the stop loss and profit live, you can still figure out exactly where we would hedge short, all that shit. Alrighty. And last but not least, don't get too caught up on what I'm doing or what somebody else is doing. You should just focus on what you want to do better next time. All right? The juice is the juice. If anything, I think what you're going to figure out, especially if you're a Lion Cub or especially if you don't know what my plan is you should have been watching these before today. I tried to tell y'all. As of right now, I'm literally doing everything that I set from the 5th. Okay, so you could start here basically a week ago. I don't know if you guys were here, especially if you're a Lion Cub or if you don't watch that much. But last week, we started Monday off saying we are going to prepare this week for next week. I'm talking about last week. So Monday, Tuesday, let the data come in. Wednesday, Thursday was dress rehearsal. So Monday, Tuesday, we let the data come in. We're looking at the Boo Gammas. 7th and 8th is dress rehearsal. So you can watch this and this to kind of see how we were playing and practicing for today. Alrighty. And then the weekend stuff should definitely get you guys caught up. Sounds Gucci? Everybody Gucci Magooch, talk to me. Alrighty, so like for example, what I'm not saying this is on the 5 minutes, so this is completely useless, buds of dank, okay? This is on the 5 minutes, so it's completely useless, okay? But what would something like this be? And this is what I mean by anticipate, okay? This is already higher than this, right? But look at the RSI. It's either like the same or it's already higher. So you can anticipate. And so what is this? The price is making a lower high. The oscillating data is making a higher high. What is that? Buds of dank. Okay. Higher high on the oscillating data. Higher high on the oscillating data, lower high on the price action. Lower high, higher high. That would be a hidden bearish divergence, for example. Okay? Hidden bearish divergence. Lower high, higher high. Lower high, higher high. Okay? So what you want to do, and this is just divergence. So first things first would be, what kind of divergence? Hidden versus regular. Where is the div? Time frame, volume candles, RSI versus CVD. And then you would go with what has it done in the past. So, you know, I would say maybe sample size at least 5 Last 5 4-hour hidden bull div made a higher high, you know. There you go. So you would start with what kind of divergence is it? Okay. Is it on the 10-minute, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 6 hour? Is it on the 40 million? Is it on the 10 million? Is it on the 50 million? Is it volume-based candles? Okay. And is it an RSI or a CVD or both? Okay. And then you got to figure out what it's done in the past. When there's a 4 hour, when there's an RSI div, but when there isn't on CVD, what does it do? What is it stronger or better when there's both, etc., etc. Magic, good night. Mo Guy says that reaction though. Yep. Yeah. I mean, Mo Guy, think about it. If you want to get caught up, just rewind the stream. I mean, I got filled right there again. But yeah, I'm gonna just put my stop loss at break even. I wish that shit moved a little bit quicker. You know, I gotta call baby girl. You guys heard that phone call, right? I gotta call baby girl back. I'm gonna my throat's fucking killing me. Ophi says this stuff is so addicting and exhausting. Yeah, it can be, but brother, just put dude, I'm gonna put my stop loss at break even. Tiny profit, Ophi, and I'm gonna just go to sleep. You know? Were you here the last couple hours? You guys good? RNK says, I had order for 786 because I believe they would also sweep that low. Okay, well, it's all good. Just, you know, is that bad? That's the question. First off, is that bad, RNK? So why would they sweep that one? But that's okay. That's okay. Obviously, like this is in play. Those are your pivots. Vishante says Kimba did the TA just before COD. Yup. Yeah, I mean, I came back. I don't know if you guys remember before I went to go work out, I was like, we can do some shit coins. We can do some altcoins. 8:34 p.m. timestamp for ETH. Okay, cool. So yeah, the ETH TA was done almost 3 hours ago. Alrighty. You guys want to see it? I need to put all my stop loss and break even anyways. I don't think, I'm probably going to get stopped out, so I don't want you guys to put too much weight into this, but. So I'm going to put my stop loss break even, okay? Because I don't really want to babysit this. And I'm going to put my stop loss at break even for Kraken as well, okay? So 1,000 ETH here, and then 1,500 over at Kraken. Quick 25K, I'm sure I'm going to wake up and it'll be realized 1K. And if you missed it, I think RG Bargy gave you the, so, I mean, did you see what I did? Look at where my line is. Congratulations on surviving CPI FOMC Wednesday. It only happens like once a year, once every other year. So pretty epic stuff today, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what happened, you should be proud of yourselves. Stay focused. Make sure you guys stay safe. Protect your money. You guys are the best. Hey, longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. Hey, What a fucking day. Right? Oh my God, crazy. What a fucking day. It's getting, it's starting to become interesting. Is that a true bearish retest? What about this? Is this level really going to hold? It's starting to create retail arena. So, oddly enough, the longer that they do this, okay, so CME already swept this, remember. But this is going to start to look interesting, this short, that sweep short. You would want to figure out how much it deviated there and see how much it would look like up there. Anyways, we can talk a little bit more about it tomorrow. Yeah. I'm excited to see if I got stopped out on this. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Owner, Larry, the doer.
You strong? They said, I'm strong if you strong. I said, we strong then.
All right, y'all. Have a great night, everybody. I had an amazing time. I hope you guys did too. I'll see you guys bright and early. Let's do it again tomorrow. Let's get Bugatti nasty tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night, y'all. Peace, everybody.